every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you. Every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in prime time is on you. Every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
That was fast as fuck.
Marcus Davenport coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Cousins now from the 50. Completes this to Addison out left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get
You
out of the
ran
shot
the
here
two on the cut.
You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Tua. Steps away. Throw caught by A-Chain. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's the veteran. That's Jeff Wilson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz,
And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Play action now. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 37 yards. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Berrios now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
This nigga better not get caught.
He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we are tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. To throw, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A chance for Waddle on the return. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Waddle, the motion man right. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
3rd down, here's H.A. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness.
Wrong fucking button.
The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and get themselves out.
First down, here's Cousins. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Cousins here going to change the play. Another run now for Nwangu. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Can't get away, and he's taken down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
I don't know why the fuck I threw that one.
Andrew Booth puts it off.
Fuck do I be looking at?
Field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They go play action. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Second down, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins again. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Tua, a final shot before half. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oh, you might want to cut him.
It's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Now Cousins. This is caught by Addison. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Cousins on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. H.A. now up the middle. And not much running room. Down in the 32. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody... right in from Miami, touchdown. Durham Smythe, 32 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they try to go. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20.
Every time I have a good drive.
Score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu, 75 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First down, they go back to H.A. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's A-Chain. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
On second down, a run by A-Chain. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Marcus Davenport able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Now, why he throw it like a hoe?
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play. Force him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Play fake. Cousins. Pass complete to Addison. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Dolphins 14. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Tua now on first down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second down, this is Wilson. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 25-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Good read.
The hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Off the play action, Tagovailoa on the move to his left.
No, fuck.
On the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins on 3rd and 2. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's caught downfield by Addison.
Cousins pass complete to Jordan Addison. A gain of 43 yards. And the Vikings first down.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. First down, here's Cousins. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 40. Going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front.
That is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's Tua. A-Chain on 1st and 10. Down to about the 37. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now Tua. Out to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Tua. A give up the middle to A-Chain. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Throwing Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Tagovailoa. He'll buy some time right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 2nd down, goal to go. Tua. His ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Here's Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Troy Reeder. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because the field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
Vikings 28, Dolphins 20. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Tua to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be taken down here, and that is